Welcome to Backstage with Creators podcast, where we talk to creators about their inspirations, their journeys, and their vision for the future. Following is a conversation with Catrine and Jerry, creators of the Danish synthpop band Softwave. Catrine's soulful voice and Jerry's enigmatic music brings to life a magical experience which makes their listeners look inwards and find strength in their deepest vulnerabilities. Through their music, they've been spreading the message of positivity since 2014. They make a great team with complementary skills. During my conversation, I found that they are quite passionate about their art, and at the same time, they are uncomplicated and humble human beings. I also found that they value their fans just as much as they value their art. Please check out their website, softwavemusic.com. It is my pleasure to welcome Catrine, Jerry, and their superfans to the Backstage experience. And now, here's Catrine and Jerry. Why don't we start with something real basic? Can you guys introduce yourself?
Of course. I'm Katrina, the singer of Softwave, and here
And
is
I'm Jerry, the guy who makes all the music.
yeah.
Really cool.
So we produce synthpop. It's very much electronic pop music, inspired by the classic synthpop from England.
Yeah, in the 80s, like
Yeah.
bands like Depeche Mode, Erasure, Yazoo, all that stuff. We really like that. So
Yeah.
we don't try to sound like them, but we are very inspired by them.
That's
I
really
guess
cool.
everyone
Really
has
cool.
their inspiration some places around the world.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Um, and how long have you guys been making music and making videos?
Well, I've been making music for like I bought my first synthesizer in 1996, and I've just dabbled around with music for myself. And then I met Katrina, and in 2014 we decided why not make a band, because she would like to sing, and we made a few songs like a test, and it went well. So we thought, okay, let's make an EP and see what other people think about it. And we've been going just up
Ever since,
ever
yeah.
since.
Yeah.
So yeah, we continue as long as it makes sense and it's fun. So and people like it. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's amazing. So you've been making professionally music since 2014, like releasing it and
yeah,
actually getting people to listen to it. That's quite
yeah.
incredible. So
Yeah. With a
8 years.
huge passion.
Mm.
Yeah. Many things
Wow.
happen in 8 years.
And I should say it's because of course, because of Katrina. She's very much into SoMe platforms, and like your platform, we wouldn't be able to do this without, because okay, I make music, but I would never get it out. So in that sense, we work very well together, because she's like reaching out to people.
The same thing I'm doing on stage, I believe.
Yeah.
It's important to have a very good relationship with your fans, and we have a lot VIP fans, about 300. So I'm hoping that more will come into the Backstage app.
That's amazing. Yeah, I think one of the things that the internet has done over the years is actually allowed people to um, find people who value your craft and
Mm.
really deeply connect with them, and make a living doing what you love to do. It's one of the incredible products of the internet. And with Backstage, our aim is to essentially sort of supercharge that in a way that has
Mm.
never happened before. Like create an operating system for creators to connect with their fans and collaborate with them, and do things that were not possible before. And our inspiration for this in some part, I wouldn't say all of it, but in some part, the inspiration comes from the K-pop band BTS.
Oh,
Um,
I
Oh,
know them,
okay.
yeah.
yeah, I mean, it's incredible what they have been able to accomplish.
Mm,
Not just because they are super talented and their music and their philosophy kind of resonates with young people, but also because they've actually been able to mobilize their fan army by giving them a unique identity on the internet. Um, and their fan army actually does a whole bunch of things for them, right? So
mm,
when they release new music, the BTS army makes sure that it reaches top charts in every single country on the first
mm,
day, right? Um,
Mm.
this would not have been possible in the pre-internet days, right?
No, I
Just
mm,
the
agree.
incredible amount of
mm.
virality they get. Um, when they do shows, I don't know if you know this, but during the lockdown period, um, they did two online concerts, and fans not only bought tickets to these concerts, they were like $45 a piece for a ticket to the concert. Fans also sold tickets to the concert to other people, um,
Okay.
Was it
which is
was it the NFT
no,
or
no, it wasn't.
no, no,
Uh,
no?
No,
Okay.
it's so what they have done is actually very pure form of artist fan relationship. It's not based on financial gains with NFTs and things like that. Um,
Okay.
yeah, so people love them and they want the band to succeed, which is why they all the fans do everything that they can because they believe in the band, they believe in the philosophy of the band, like what they actually
Mm,
represent, um,
Mm.
and fans feel like they are part of this movement,
mm,
and not just like a one-way relationship where they're just listening to the music and that's the end of it, right? And I sometimes wonder, um, what if there were like the Beatles in this era, right?
yeah.
Imagine their fan army sort
Mm,
of
Mm.
working together to create movements across the world. I think it would be incredible, and
mm.
I'm waiting for something like that to happen, and I
Yeah.
do hope something like that happens in the future, and I hope you guys create your own movement, um, and Backstage is exactly built for situations like this where you as artists represent something, you
Yeah.
stand for something, and then you have a fan base that is completely in sync with you. Like they
Yeah.
get your thought process, they understand your music, they understand what you stand for, and they feel like you're giving voice to their heart in some way, right?
Mm.
And they would do anything to support you. So I saw you guys launched a hypelink, and it's already got like 200 plus hits on it, mostly
Yeah, we
from
have a
Richard, one
hardcore
of your
fan
super
there.
fans.
Yeah. But it doesn't
Yeah,
matter. He's really active and he loves it. He loves to support us and he have done that for many years now.
Mm.
Bought a lot of our merchandises, vinyls and stuff.
amazing.
So it's very nice to have fans who are that supportive as our fans have been and still are. And we are very appreciated about that because that's what actually is motivating us to create new music all the time. And that's why we just thought to ourselves that it's very important to have them more interactive in the producing progress as we make new music and all the other things that we're doing, because we are doing a lot that we don't share on social media because we don't have time. But it's easier just to make a short audio recording and saying hi to your fans, not posting it on social media, but in the Backstage a closed club for your very super VIP fans only, and they feel more special because they are interactive with our content and our exclusives. And I think it's very great also that we are able to invite fans to the club and not only open it up for everyone to go there. It makes it more exciting, I think. It feels
Yeah,
special.
yeah.
and we do
Absolutely.
so too. Yeah.
Amazing. So I think, Katrina, you said you are the social media expert in the team in
Hmm.
Softwave.
Yes.
I'm sure you've looked at other options, right? I'm sure you've looked at, for example, Patreon or other kind of platforms that have come up in the past. I mean, you guys have been creating content for a while now, and a lot of things have come up in the middle. Why Backstage and why not something else?
Patron actually didn't caught my attention. It never did, because it was popular, you know. And I'm not like, oh, that's popular, I want to go there. I want to feel a connection to it somehow. And I just immediately did that with Backstage. The way you created your post on the feed, it catch my attention immediately. And I did download it the same day. And the same day I invited our German fan, who is the administrator on our social media VIP groups, and he helped me to share it with the fans. So people actually interacted and got members of the group the same day that I downloaded your app. It was so easy to work with, and everyone said, oh my God, it's a really lovely platform you got here. And I don't know if they think I created it, but anyway, it was very delicious. I will call it a delicious snack that you are addicted to or will get, because it's like a game, you know. You have those rewards you can give the fans, and yeah, it's just something really fun and unique, and I don't think that you can find that elsewhere. Right now, we are working on our second album, and the debut album was created and released in 2019. And back then, we made another fundraiser project on Kistarter. I don't know if you know that platform. Yeah, and it worked really good. It was successful and everything, and we got a lot of money from supporters around the world to afford all our expenses for producing the music, and especially the vinyl. That was something very important for us, because we really like quality and yeah.
And the physical product.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something they could. Yeah. So that's why we wanted to improve it a little bit, because it was fun doing a Kickstarter, but it was for the Kickstarter project, a debut album. It was, more similar, I think. So now we want to level up. All the time we want to level up. We don't want to stay down there, you know, doing the same stuff. It gets boring. And as we are developing in the music production all the time, we need to do the same on social media and the interaction level with the fans. It's very important that there's a balance. Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing. And do you guys are you guys fundraising right now for your next album, or is that all done?
I actually did that on Backstage with the
Oh
hypelink
wow!
function.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yeah, I did see
Because
that.
it's
I
so
did see
great.
that.
You can just use whatever you want. Every links that has some uh, important value to you that you want people to share, to expose your band even more, and they will do it. They did it right away for us. It's amazing how much they actually want to do for you, and you really notice that through this app, because you can see
Awesome.
all actions. Yeah.
Yeah, we're also coming up with a new feature inside Backstage, which is FanInvest, which is essentially like Kickstarter, where you can raise funds from your fans. Um, the difference is, in this case, fans can actually get something back in return in terms of financial returns,
So
right?
what
So
they
let's say,
do they get?
so essentially, let's say you have revenue coming in from YouTube or Spotify, right? And what we do is you connect your YouTube account, you connect your Spotify account to Backstage, and we can look at the history of revenue that's coming in. And based on that history, you can. So we suggest an amount of fundraise that you can do from your fans, and then fans can basically say, okay, let's say you want to raise $5,000. Fans can invest $100, $200, $500, how much ever they want. And in return, what they get is they get a percentage of your revenue from Spotify or YouTube over the next 6 months or 1 year, whatever time period you're comfortable with, right?
Wow,
So
amazing.
it's really raw right now. We're still sort of testing it out with a small number of creators. But if that's something that you guys are interested in, we can try that out as well. Doesn't have to be right now. Maybe it could be for the next album. But if you want to do it for this album as well, we can try and figure things out.
Yeah, I believe we're in.
Sounds exciting, and it sounds like a new thing. I've never heard about it before, so
yeah. So the idea. Thank you. The idea again goes back to the fact that your super fans believe in you, right, and they want you to be successful, and they're supporters. They're giving cash donations or buying your merchandise and stuff like that. What if you could actually turn them into like a real part of your team, where they're investing money into you as well, right? And everything that you see in Backstage, it's basically designed for creating and fostering positive and collaborative communities. So with challenges, for example, I see you've created a challenge in Backstage, like when's your album coming out, right? That challenge. You could also imagine doing other interesting challenges, like for example, for your next for the album. Do you guys already have an album cover? Have you guys decided on that?
No, it's ongoing. It's ongoing. Yeah.
We have an idea, but nothing complete.
Yeah. He's working on it.
Nice. Imagine this. Imagine you told your fans about your basic idea and created a challenge for your fans to submit album cover for you, right?
Oh yeah.
and then you'd be like, okay, the one we select, we will credit you. Obviously, we'll put your name on the album cover and say, it was designed by this person, who is one of our super fans. And it's incredible the amount of loyalty you can generate by doing things like this. They would never had a chance to interact with artists at this level, where they sort of become part of the team, part of the inner circle of the creator. And they're not just audience members. They're not just consuming things, right? They're becoming one with the artist, which is truly the feeling that we want to invoke with Backstage, right? Where the lines get blurred between an artist and a super fan and an audience member, and somewhat gets fuzzy, and everyone becomes sort of one team and works towards the same mission.
It's actually the same feeling that we get when we are out playing live. After the concert, we always go down to the merchandise stand and talk with the fans and sign their merchandises and stuff. And that's always very nice, and we love it. We're feeling so high after, maybe a month after. so it's very important to connect in any ways, in every way, and I just feel like Backstage are doing the same thing. And for us especially, it's very important because we have a lot of fans around the world, not only in Denmark. So it's very important that we connect even more, doing online platforms like this. So I think it's a good way in doing it, and I'm looking forward to doing more posts in there. And being creative, because that's what it is. There are no limits for what to do.
I'm not sure how many features have you explored. There's also auctions in the app, where, let's say, for example,
no, I haven't done that.
So you have, let's say, a T-shirt that you could sign and put it up for auction in Backstage, right? And people can bid with coins. So they're earning coins or they're buying coins, and they can bid with their coins for this auction. And obviously you want to do this online so that fans from all over the world can actually participate in this. So when you're signing the merchandise at the merch stand after your performance, that's very limited. It's only physical, right? You're limited by the number of people who can actually show up to that place. But doing something like this, it's global, and you can do this like maybe once a week with different things. What kind of merchandise do you guys have? I'm sure T-shirts.
It's sold out actually, but we have to produce some more. We have CDs, remake CDs, the debut album, of course, and then the debut album is also on vinyl. And we had cups, mug, is it also called? And what more did we have? Yeah, caps. We had that, but it's also sold out. So we need to produce more.
It's great that it's sold out, right? Like that's incredible.
It is.
Yeah. So imagine like running an auction once every week or once every month for different items, right? Like this new edition of hats just arrived, and I'm gonna sign just one of these, and it's only going to be available on Backstage. So if you're a super fan and you want this signed hat, then you got to join in and get some coins, either earn them or buy them, and you can spend your coins like this. And where are you running your VIP community right now? Is that a Facebook group or something?
Yeah, it's a Facebook group run by a German fan called Mario. And he did that for a couple of years now, so it's awesome. It's growing all the time, and we want to get all these people into the app. And I was also thinking that all the other, I think it's 200 something on the newsletter, that I also want to get into the app. But people are not always into changes. So you have to be careful that you don't lose them if it changes too often. So when it's VIPs, you have to treat them well, So it's very important that we don't lose them. But I like the idea to have people at one place at a time, so that you can reach out to them at one time.
Right.
Yeah.
One of the things that we do is whenever creators have situations like this where you have super fans scattered around different places and you want to make an announcement, you want to bring them all in one place, what we generally do is we do a live stream with your super fans where somebody from our team, mostly me, shows up on the live stream with you guys, and your fans are tuned in. And we have a conversation with everyone. If they have questions about the transitions, why are we doing this? What's the benefit? If they have any concerns at all, right? Like, so we can address all of that in one go, and then we can publish that recording as well, so that if they have, if new people, like people who couldn't join the live stream, if they have concerns, they can watch it over and sort of really understand why the transition is important.
That would actually be a huge help to us, because you can't do everything by yourself. It would really be good for us if you could assist us on that.
Yeah, I'm happy to do it. So
that's so nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, this has been great. It's always helpful to talk to people who actually use the platform and who we have built it for. It's my privilege to be talking to you guys today, and thank you again for being users of the platform and supporters of the platform. It's always great.
Yeah, it is. We will definitely stay there for a long time, I hope.
Awesome.
It's great fun. Yeah.
All right. Thank you both.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Take care.
Yeah, you too.